Yeah, all right, guys. Quick video here on stealth moves. It's something I've been observing for a while, and what's been happening in the yens has really made it clear of how this is really working here. No indicators will show us this. Um, we're in shorts here, uh, coming back to here in the CAD Swiss. And we're in longs in the euro, coming back to here, just scalping this 1 minute time frame. Um, Now we're using the information off the yens to give us these trades. So how this works is, let's look at our yen model collectively. Right, so here the only currency that was able to come back to our level was CAD. CAD, everyone's got the sellers are profiting while the sellers on the other ones are losing. At this point, what happens is, I'll move this over here. Got the same area of time. You see, pound is not really. I mean, it went down, but then it's up here. This pound is squeezing that CAD, the sellers on the CAD. Same as in euro here. It's squeezing it. So they have no choice at this point. Let's bring the CAD over here. But because they're the only profitable trade, so they're going to have to exit here, and just abandon them and scramble to get out, basically, or it's going to be a margin call for them. This is why I wanted to test our feelings on the last trade, by not trailing our stops, and then we'll feel what's happening. And by this time, we're pretty much on our last sells in CAD, because they're paying for the other ones. And then boom. So what's happened here is you've got a huge pound move, huge euro move, or as expected. But here, this CAD is going to need to catch these up. So we're going to see stronger strength in CAD, right? Which would, in theory, force a pullback in the pound CAD. So what we're seeing right here is the same exact deal on a 1 minute chart. Hang on, let's bring New Zealand over and the Aussie over. And you can use the other currency to tell you if you're correct. So for instance, at that time we knew CAD was the weakest, and pound was crazy strong. So the only so in theory, pound CAD should be going up, but no, we've seen it going sideways for a short while now, which is confirming that incoming CAD strength, from this perspective here. Here. And Aussie was the other one paying, but as they've scrambling to get out here, and today we're seeing a strong Aussie, which probably means pound Aussies come down. Let's look at that. Where's pound Aussie? Oh, I can't. Let's use this. Yeah, we don't need any of that stuff. Pound Aussie. Right, down. So that makes sense. All right. So let's look at the 1 minute time frame from the exact same point of view in these currencies. I've drawn a line of time, and remember, there's buyers and sellers at every place in price. Who is suffering is the question. That's all we need to know. So we read it from that point in time. We can go back to any time frame. It doesn't matter. Um, and I'll try to explain why we're taking this, and you'll see it's pretty interesting. And the EuroCAD will simply tell us if we're correct or not, wherever that's gone. All right. So from here to here, we're expecting obviously a strong CAD. But let's just imagine we didn't have that last discussion. We didn't have that perspective over the higher time frame CAD slash yen situation. Let's just say we were extremely lazy. We had no time for that, and we simply observed it from this point on the 1 minute chart, which is like, I don't know, an hour ago, 5:17 AM. So we've got CAD up, LFX up slash sideways, but this is, it's up. We got New Zealand sideways slash up, and Aussie sideways slash up. All right. Let me get this snipping tool here. I want to draw something. All right. Where has it gone? All right, found it. All right, I'll bring that in later. Hang on. You got Swiss down. It's here. You got pound yen up, and you got euro that's not risen yet. Okay, so if the LFX weight is up collectively, that means the sellers in euro are kind of bummed out at the moment. They're not too happy about their positions. So let's go ahead and buy one. Oh, we don't have enough margin. We have too many positions. Let's do 12. No, 10. 7. See if we have enough of that. All right, we got enough. Um, Now, this should rise, as it has no other way to go. If they want to pay the euros here, the sellers, then we've got a high of the day in LFX, and CAD continues dominating. Um, but this we're witnessing, and will still need to play out uh, as they've been squeezed in this situation. So if we don't really know 100%, maybe they're going to pay these guys, the sellers here, from here, and then everything else falls and follows. Maybe there is a chance. So to stop that from happening, how we do that is we pull in the Euro CAD, and we know the current situation. There's no way in the world that Euro CAD should be able to go up against the CAD's current strength. It's impossible, especially with the higher time frame, knowing it's got to catch up the Euro Yen with the LFX weight collectively being up. CAD just has way more room up. Um, and we're seeing that evidence with the pound CAD going sideways slash down. So, but from a local perspective now, just relative to this area, we have observed the exact same phenomenon that I just described to you on the higher time frame. So providing this is correct, that would equal a CAD Swiss move down also. Why is that a CAD Swiss? Well, because the Swiss also has to rise because the other LFX the LFX collectively is up. So these guys, the sellers here, holding on to the bag, hoping that all of this is going to work out for them, are going to have to exit their collective sell positions and start buying. What Here's something here we can see our collective positions with. Let's try to. Where are we here? Exposure. This one. Here it gives you your index exposure: CAD, Euro, Pound, Yen, Dollar. So it tells you what you're more exposed on. We are more exposed on Euro on long positions currently. Um, so are we too exposed? Is that what that means? We're too short on CAD. But if we're correct, we'll be paid. If we're wrong, then we won't be paid. So we can simply monitor this too. It moves. Look, so you can feel your exposure at the same time. But that's what's going on here. The other thing I wanted to show you, I had a comment in regards to indicators the other day, and while I'm doing this, we'll watch the CAD here, and we'll just we'll try to see this at the same time for the video. And the Swiss we want to bring over here. Look. All right. Let's get a clean chart here. All right, that's a clean chart. There, right. We'll move everything off. And this is important. We have to go through this. Because if you don't get this by now, you've got to go back and watch the videos from the beginning of this journey of our observations. Let's get the snipping tool here. Here it is, right? So we'll draw this in. Now let's imagine we draw a volume bar at the bottom. We don't need this volume bar because we can see the volume in here. We know where the high volume is going to be. There's a huge move down there, okay, relative to its current price. So here, its current price will be small volume. Okay, and then over here, it'll start to increase. Oops, it's a little high, but it doesn't matter, you know, it's whatever. It's high, 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 and then here it will calm off. And as price starts to get more volatile, it will simply start to increase. Then when you're here, it's just massive. Because relative to the other moves here, it's huge, and it's about as big or a little bit bigger than that move here. This move is that much volume, and this move is that much volume, okay? And this chop here is that much volume, okay? And then here, obviously, it's massive. Just huge. And then it will lighten up at the bottom here. Okay, that's all that's going on. There's not really anything else here, you know. It's the same as the moving averages. We don't need them to tell us anything. We know here collectively on this time frame from here to here, what we can see equals down. So on this time frame that we can see, forget this, just this time frame, right? X, Y axes, time, oops, time, oops, price, numbers. That's all this is. This candles, okay, equal illusion. Yeah, I know it may be hard for some of you to take that, right? But it's the truth. This market is just nature. There is no conspiracy here. We are the conspiracy for making up stories about events in the sky. The events in the sky is the nature. We are a reflection of that below. We act that out down below in the movie set, in the game of life, where we are, the divine theatre show. And this is no different. It's doing the exact same thing, seeking balance. Here's the balance point. Price will come back here and it will balance. And then this will need to be balanced. It will come here. And then the buyers here, oops, the buyers here will think this is going up, but it may be on a higher time frame. But here it's simply the worst possible place to buy, because, well, these buyers here, let's say it's a sharp move up here, well, they're going to need to be eliminated. Price will then come down there, and then these guys will have to be taken out and then balanced. But no, that's not what's happening. It's simply nature. So now we know the volumes roughly, the big ones are here and here and here. Let's put on the the volume chart. Insert indicators, volume. Okay. So this Euro stealth move is not following through here. We keep observing that. Swiss is not following through like it should. But CAD Swiss is still sideways. Euro pound is moving up as it should. We know about this. It's in the. We'll have to look at the Euro index separately, but let's look at the volumes relative to the ones we just drew. We're at the same area here. Yeah, roughly. So we know it's high volume here, here. Yeah. We have to move this up. Okay, look, there's the big move down, high volume, big move down, high volume. Got some more here. What's that on? I guess that's for here. So it's high volume. And that's it. You know, wherever there's a big move, there's going to be more volume. You can see it with your eyes. So Euro CAD, where has it gone? We need to see Euro CAD rising. We've lost the chart. So what it looks like here is these guys are getting paid, but it's not going to happen. They're going to squeeze them. Where's the Euro CAD gone? Here. So Euro CAD is telling us that it's got some strength here. CAD Swiss is telling us it's slowed down. This move will have to rise and follow its yen competitors. So I'll come back later when we reach the target, guys. Cheers.